I'm just so thorough, bro. Like, slapping some, hey there, Mr. Boss Man, I'ma quitting this here job. Really burning it into his head. Off the vinyls. He's an archivist. You don't know dead or alive, ready to go to war like that. Damn near went on strike for nothing. Play with Bob if you want to.
Is there a way to watch the SpongeBob episode? I want to watch the full epi. Let's do it. It's only 10 minutes.
Count me money, money sweeter than honey. Money, money, this money, money, that profit will make me wallet fat. What? Profit's down $3 from last month. I gotta start running a tighter ship around here.
Here's your change.
Mr. Squidward, what's with all this change nonsense? Breathe on your own time. I don't pay you to breathe.
You hardly pay us at all.
Oh, that reminds me. I got something for you.
I don't remember watching this episode when I was younger, but this episode is just like straight Marx, dude. Like, am I crazy? This is wild. They go on strike for real?
Ah, yes, our meager restitution.
And here's yours, SpongeBob.
I can't accept your money, Mr. Krabs. Grilling is my passion.
What is this?
God, he's such a cuck. Sponge cuck, dude. He is literally so peasant-brained. It's crazy.
You're making me pay you to stand at the cash register?
There's gonna be a few changes around here. Every time I catch you two goofing off, I'm gonna charge you for it.
18, 19, and 20. Here you go, Mr. K.
SpongeBob, what do you think you're doing? Well, I am not paying that cheapskate crab 1 cent, and I suggest you do the same.
Why?
We've got to unite as workers and demand the
That's how I feel when teachers talk about how they're not doing it for money. Dude, if they're teachers in America, they are definitely not doing it for money. Many professions in this country rely on people just being magnanimous and legitimately being passionate about their job. I've never met a teacher that's like, yo, I'm in it for the money, big dog. Like, what money? You make literally a little bit more than a person working at McDonald's. Like, maybe if you're in like a relatively well unionized workforce, you can get like some benefits off of it and also not work for extended periods of time like the summer. But that's it. Beyond that, teachers are absolutely doing it for the passion. It shouldn't be that way, but it is.
respect we deserve from the boss. In fact, you and I should go on strike. After all, you like your job, right?
Right!
And you want to keep working here, right?
Right!
And while you work here, you expect to be treated fairly, right?
Right!
Then let's go on strike.
Yay! A strike! On a strike! Hey, guess what, Mr. Krabs? Me and Squidward are gonna go on strike!
You mean you're gonna make picket signs?
Yeah!
And you're gonna make protest speeches?
Yeah!
And you're gonna demand me respect?
Yeah! No! No! Squidward! You didn't tell me I was gonna get fired without the Krusty Krab.
That is a violation of labor law. You need to hit the NLRB immediately. That is illegal. Just saying, you can't do that. You straight up cannot do that. You have rights. Your boss cannot just fire you specifically because you told him you want to unionize. It is illegal. That is illegal in even the United States of America. Now, of course, when you do take it up to the NLRB, they might issue an injunction and force the corporation to rehire you, at least during the negotiations process. Now, having said that, if you live in the United States of America, and let's say I'm just pulling a random coffee shop chain out of my ass, Starbucks, right? Let's say there's 7 employees in a Memphis Starbucks that want to unionize. And then let's say that the coffee shop decides that that's not a great idea, especially because you're speaking to the media. This is a totally random hypothetical. Definitely must not have happened at all, right? Kind of specific, but I just like to operate like that. I like to make specific hypothetical examples. So maybe the NLRB comes in and says, no, you can't fire these people. You have to rehire them. Maybe you don't want to do that. And you think, I don't know, perhaps we could take this through the court system all the way up to, in this hypothetical, let's say there's a Supreme Court. There's like federal courts, there's lower courts, and then there's a Supreme Court. You take it all the way up to the Supreme Court, and then there's a 8-1 decision, because there's 9 Supreme Court justices in this hypothetical scenario that all say that, no, actually, Starbucks does not have to rehire these employees that were fired specifically because they wanted to unionize, making said process a lot harder next time the NLRB wants to come in and force a company to, what is this link? Supreme Court in Starbucks ruling curbs labor regulators' authority. Huh. In a blow to the National Labor Relations Board, the justices made it more difficult to order employees to reinstate fired workers. What? Bro, what? I said we should form a union once, kind of as a joke on my Burger King job when I was like 16, and the longtime manager said they'll just shut the branch down. Is that true? No, they will not shut the branch down. No, your manager was being a manager. His job is to make sure that you can't unionize and don't unionize. No, of course they are not going to shut the branch down, bro. What the fuck? Now, having said that, Burger Kings are franchised, so it's a little different. But let's say it's not a franchise. Let's say so Walmart, for example, in a hypothetical. Let's say it's a hypothetical Walmart style situation. I'm just making this corporation up in my mind. Is there even a corporation called Walmart? They could perhaps shut down an entire branch if the branch decides to unionize. Now, they might do that. It's just you got to look at it on a case-by-case basis. In this hypothetical situation that I brought up, in this random example that I brought up of a company called Walmart, let's say, chose to burn down a branch instead of allow it to unionize. Let's continue.
Oh, Squidward! I think I'm gonna be sick.
SpongeBob, I got fired too. This is exactly why we need to go on strike.
Wait, what? Union, Walmart shuts down 5 stores over labor activism? What? Guys, I keep making up these random examples. What's going on? I keep making up these random hypothetical examples that certainly didn't happen in the real world. And the pure coincidence of it all. Surely, if I were to, like, I don't know, make up a random hypothetical example up, like, let's say there's a corporation and they're in the banana business. Like, you're united in your development of bananas in the way that you procure bananas, like a United Fruit Corporation type situation. Let's say that there's a lot of discontent. Surely in this hypothetical scenario, the Banana Corporation would never hire right-wing paramilitary groups to assassinate certain members. And then it would only take like nearly 100 years for the victims' families to ever get any kind of like acknowledgement or legal repercussions. What? Banana Giant held liable for funding paramilitaries? What is... A court in the United States has found multinational fruit company Chiquita Brands International liable for financing a Colombian paramilitary group. What? The group, the United Self-Defense Forces of Colombia, was designated by the U.S. as a terrorist organization at the time? What's next? You're going to tell me that pineapples played a big role in like colonizing an entire island? Shut the up, okay? Or that America had another island nation that was basically like a sugar plantation and a tourism destination for the mob. That the island was like run by a dictator that America was giving guns to. And then the people of said island were like, yo, this kind of sucks. We should probably not allow this to continue happening. And then like they violently overthrew the dictator. In the process, the United States government was still continuously arming the brutal dictator. I mean, come on, this is silly stuff. This never happens. And certainly did not happen with your favorite beverage company, Coca-Cola. That did not happen. Following a civil case brought by 8 Colombian families whose relatives were killed by the AUC, Chiquita has been ordered to pay $38 million in damages to the family. Chiquita said in a statement that it intended to appeal against the jury's verdict, arguing that there's no legal basis for the claims. The AUC engaged in widespread human rights abuses in Colombia, including murdering people that's suspected of links with left-wing rebels. Victims ranged from trade unionists to banana workers. Chiquita pleaded guilty in 2007 to making payments to the AUC. It's all right, guys. It took 100 years, but during the 2007 trial, it was revealed that Chiquita had made payments amounting to more than $1.7 million to the AUC in the 6 years from 1997 to 2004. Huh. The banana giant said that it began making the payments after the leader of the AUC at the time, Carlos Castaño, implied that the staff property belonging to Chiquita's subsidiary in Colombia could be harmed if the money was not forthcoming. The group demobilized in 2006 after reaching a peace deal with the government. The company said it remained confident that its legal position would ultimately prevail. Well, turns out it didn't. Okay. I thought this was about the banana massacre. This is a different banana massacre. Same company, though. Anyway, good thing. Listen, Coca-Cola would never do such a thing. What is this? Coca-Cola killings? After the leader of their union was shot down at their plant gate late in 1996, Edgar Paez said the co-workers of the Coca-Cola bottling factory in Carepa, Colombia, tried for more than 4 years to get their government to take action against the responsible parties. What? Okay, let's just get back to we were watching SpongeBob. I don't know why we're covering all this shit.
He can't treat us like this anymore. He owes us for all the precious, irretrievable moments we've wasted in this trash heap. Soon, he'll realize he needs us more than we need him. We are workers united. Just do exactly as I say, SpongeBob, and in no time, you will have your job back and more. All right, SpongeBob, now listen up. First, we must get rid of our uniforms. They are a symbol of our oppression. I want you to throw your hat on the ground like so. Now, stomp it into the dust. Your turn, SpongeBob. That's the idea.
I can't do it, Squidward. This hat is my friend. It never opens.
Squidward is an annoying leftist, and SpongeBob is the average American worker who thinks that, like, if they work really hard, they'll make it.
Me?
And that the company truly is a family, and that it would be much better if you just spent your money on a PlayStation 5 or something instead of union dues.
SpongeBob, you're pathetic. Look, I threw my hat on the ground.
Aha, a confession. Next time, think before you litter.
Okay, pay attention, SpongeBob. Now we're gonna make picket signs.
That's awesome. The cop working alongside the business owner and harass and falsely malign and falsely attack picketing workers. That's another wonderful touch there.
Next time, think before you litter.
Okay, pay attention, SpongeBob. Now we're gonna make picket signs.
Like this, Squidward?
Not a picket fence, you ding-dong. Picket sign. This is a picket sign. Krusty Krab, unfair. Short, sweet, and to the point.
How about this, Squidward?
Unfair, not fun fair.
A fun fair? Where?
At the Krusty Krab.
Fun fair.
Krusty Krab is unfair.
Bro, SpongeBob was a wrecker, dude. He was secretly there to disrupt picketing and unionization efforts. Yeah, he's like a Pinkerton, dude. Pinkerton Bob over here. Not only just scabbing, but like simply there to wreck.
Mr. Krabs is in there, standing at the concession, plotting his oppression.
What the heck does that mean?
I don't know.
Dude, you are like a fry cook legend. Will you sign my spatula?
Anything for an aspiring fry cook. So, did you come down to help out the cause?
No, I came to take your job. Hey, thanks, dude.
Attention, SpongeBob! You are a terrible striker! You just let your replacement cross our picket line without so much as a single threat.
I'm sorry, Squidward.
Scab, dude! Get his scab ass!
I got something for you to do. Go stand over there.
Like this, Squidward?
And perfect. Attention, people of Bikini Bottom!
Classic. They fired the long-term company loyal because he dared attempt to unionize for better pay and immediately put a teenager in his job that is going to be paid even less, dude. Classic. Wow. We wanted his pay not to be in the negative. Yeah.
You have been cheated and lied to. The gentle laborer shall no longer greed of Mr. Krabs. We will dismantle oppression board by board. We'll saw the foundation of big business in half, even if it takes an eternity.
Gee, I don't know what Squidward's talking about, but he sure sounds convincing.
With your support, we will send the hammer of the people's will crashing through the windows of Mr. Krabs' house of servitude.
Wow, all this supporting is making me hungry.
Hey, everybody, let's go get a Krabby Patty.
No!
Nobody gives a care about the fate of labor as long as they can get their instant gratification.
That's beautiful, dude. Wow. And good thing this doesn't happen. This type of stuff only happens in cartoons. And this is technically not political. You know what I mean? What's politics is the top of the hour ad break, however. Squidward isn't just a leftist. He isn't just an ML. He's a Maoist. A lot of people say, Hasan, you never have theory. You never show theory. You don't do theory sessions. Well, here it is, dude.
Great speech, Squidward. You practically had them eating
Fun
out of your
day.
hands.
But they didn't, did they, Mr. Squidward? Because they were too busy eating out of mine. Thanks for attracting all these paying customers with all your signage and your sloganeering.
All right, Mr. Krabs. You've gone too far this time. We are workers united. We're tired of your smelly greed, and we're gonna saw your tables, and we're gonna smash stuff with the people's hammer, and we're gonna... Squidward, what was that other part?
Dismantle your oppressive establishment.
And me and Squidward are gonna stay on strike, even if it takes forever! 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 Forever!
On strike with SpongeBob forever?
I mean, technically, he did the right thing there, bro. What do you mean? You gave him the revolutionary principles, and he's just applying it. SpongeBob is a... Squidward has balls? No, Squidward is now being kind of bitch made. Hasan, you're ignoring the squid don't like Bob? It don't matter. It doesn't mean you're actually going to do it forever. It just means that you're going to do it for as long as it takes. You're supposed to say that. Squidward, stop dividing the left, man.
Any day! Squidward! 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 Squidward!
Ah! I gotta beg Mr. Krabs for my job back and put an end to this nightmare.
Oh, I was just in the neighborhood, and I thought I'd drop by to beg you to come back to work. The Krusty Krab is a wreck. The teenagers I hired is ruining the place, and the worst part is they won't leave me alone.
All right, Mr. Krabs!
Squidward, please, you gotta come back.
You'll give us anything we want?
Yes, anything.
Why don't we take a little walk and discuss my terms?
I got a bad feeling in the pit of me wallet.
Gee, being on strike with Squidward sure is a kick. Squidward's words are still buzzing around in my head like an angry jellyfish. Squidward was right. I can't just sit here. It's time for action! I will restore the working man to his rightful glory. I will dismantle this oppressive establishment board by board. I will saw the tables of tyranny in half. Gnaw at the ankles of big business. Squidward will be so proud.
Those were intense negotiations.
I'm glad you saw it our way, Mr. Krabs.
Now I can fire them teenagers. Well, see it work.
SpongeBob, what have you done?
I did exactly as you said, Squidward. I dismantled the establishment. Now we'll get our job back for sure.
Squidward! SpongeBob! In order to pay off these damages, you two are gonna work for me forever!
Yahoo! The strike worked, Squidward. We got our jobs back. Forever! 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 Forever!
One eternity later.
Bro did not apply a dialectical analysis of the present conditions of the struggle. Mr. Krab has no insurance.
Oh, no. This is horrible.
What is it, Doctor?
This man has no insurance.
He'll never be able to afford this room.
You're right, nurse. Extract the patient to the hallway. Stat!
Like, how do Europeans watch this? Like, Europeans watch this and go like, I do not understand the memes here. What is so funny? This does not happen. Insurance, isn't that the what you pay for with your taxes? And then the hospital is free. I do not understand it.
Doctor?
Yes, doctor.
Regarding your patient, Doctor, I have come to this conclusion.
Yes, go on.
We have to surgically remove him from out in front of the candy machine so I can get to the Nutty Nut Bar.
Of course. Nurse!
I'm on it.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Administrator Flotsam, what can I do for you?
It has come to my attention that your patient, Mr. Krabs, is out on the front sidewalk.
Yes, he is.
Oh, what were you thinking, man? We're trying to run a business here. We can't leave patients on the sidewalk.
Not to worry. Nurse!
I'm on it.